It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you, and Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team, because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017, and still here, it's Cooper Rush.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Brought in by Jake Ferguson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Darius Slay with the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On target to his back when we go Dowdle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he gets him around 6 there. Darius Slay with the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy, a lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, Now, that's one they should have run instead.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They'll run for this, and the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles looking for the game's opening score. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hurts throwing again. Avoids this, and he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't gonna risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
2nd and 10 now. Throw secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That's completed right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him from the 46. That throw behind his intended target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. He'll throw it yet again. The ball is out. And the Eagles get to it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, we both know this. Some guys are only looking to make the tackle and end the play. Others, though, come in hunting for the football and forcing fumbles in hopes of getting exactly what we just saw.
And it can be tough for these receivers. A lot of times, they know contact is coming, but they don't always get to prepare for it because they don't always see it.
Yeah.
And these elite defenses, well, they view a completed pass as just another opportunity to create that kind of fumble, and sometimes even a defensive touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. He loses the football, and the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dotson now in motion right. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
A first and goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make second and goal much, much more difficult.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one finds Goddard. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, a run with Barkley. Runs inside the 35. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Escapes the and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again following the sack. That pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Hurts setting up to throw. That's caught for the first. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
This throw is caught. And this one does not go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing here, Hurts. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They're going to run with Barkley. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys and Cooper Rush out for this next drive. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. They're out and set, first and 10. To the air with Rush. Setting up the screen. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Working quickly here. From the 30 on second down. Catch made by Cooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry-up here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Caught by his back. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing it again here. Trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Dallas. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game.
Cowboys 7.
Down 2 scores, and with 2 timeouts left, this onside recovery is a must-get for them. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Eagles take a knee. They're going to let the seconds tick away in this win.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.